What up, YouTube? This is Steven, and welcome back. Alright, so before I get into the topic of this video, just want to clear something up right quick, specifically for the conspiracy theorists out there. Alright, just want to clear it up. I have not been got by the Illuminati. You know, I'm not under MK Ultra. Alright, no, this is just the sunglasses are just more so for health reasons. You know, well, not health reasons. I'm not like going through anything crazy or anything like that. But I don't have any black eyes, right? But as far as like health is concerned, I have a bit of a health ailment. All right, at the moment, so I'm wearing the sunglasses. Okay. All right. So let's get into this video. All right, Cardi B and colorism, right? For some reason, I feel like she has spoken out against colorism in like a Vlad interview or something. I may be wrong. I may be right. I don't know. Someone feel free to let me know about that. All right. But yeah, Cardi B. She's caught some flack, and the YouTube user Lovely T 2002 did a video about this, and it's a very good video, so you should watch it as well. With Cardi B, she's been called out for racism towards Arabic folk, transphobic comments, and colorism towards black women, right? And when I first saw Cardi B, come on the scene, I assumed she was a Latina, and I still kind of view her as somewhat of a Latina. I don't know how she identifies herself. I feel like she identifies herself as black based on how from the way that she's acting, and also from the way that people are treating her. I feel like she does identify as black. But regardless, if you're doing some fuck shit, you need to get called out on it, right? No matter what kind of a black you are, what kind of black you is, all right? Whether he is as black as Summerlit Night, I think that's how you say it, black as a Midsummer's Dream, brown, peanut butter, light bright, extra light bright, whatever, right? Okay, so Cardi B, some folks are feeling some type of way because she was referring to a lot of black people, especially black women, as like cockroaches, or roaches really, and burnt roaches as well. And some people felt some type of way about that, especially with the burnt part of it. I just find this a bit weird that Cardi B is like saying colorist stuff. But then again, if you really do the math, it's probably like not really, right? She is part Dominican, right? And Dominican Republic does, that culture, they do feel some type of a way about, blackness, Not saying that every single one does, but that is something that is prevalent within the culture. And perhaps she has internalized some of that. When I look at Cardi B and look at the way that she styles herself, I notice that she tends to wear really blonde hair, at least lately, right? And I think like the hair that she wears is like really long. It's probably not even hers, I don't think. And I feel like she's trying to really get into that, European standard of beauty, right? Based on how she looks. And that kind of triggers something in my mind to think that, oh, maybe she sort of adheres to more than just European beauty standards, right? Maybe she adheres to other things about, other more Eurocentric ideas, like, light is right, dark is not right, that sort of a thing. And also notice, like, I think Cardi B, I remember hearing her or at least hearing somewhere that Cardi B tends to date, dark-skinned men, right? Probably more likely, black dark-skinned men, right? Strange, right? She's saying these little comments, directed at perhaps dark-skinned women, or maybe just dark-skinned folks in general, but she's dating dark-skinned men, right? And I think that's something that needs to sort of be called out too, because I feel like with Cardi B and also a lot of these women, I feel like, I'm about to say something that's going to offend some people. It's not meant to offend, but I just feel the need to say this. I really think that, black men in general, but especially dark-skinned black men, tend to be like the garbage man when it comes to dating and dating other groups of women, right? They tend to kind of like accept almost anything to an extent, right? Like, look at the reputation of, say, Cardi B or Kim Kardashian or Amber Rose, Black China. Black men oftentimes seem to be just willing, black men, especially dark-skinned black men, seem to be really like almost willing to accept anything, right? These women who come to black men, they don't feel like they have to be at a certain level, come with a certain, resume, they don't feel like they have to be on point when they date in black men, right? And also, in the case of Cardi B, I feel like if there were a group of men who she felt like if there were a group of men who on the societal hierarchy, totem pole, were higher ranked than black men who were interested in her, she would go to that group of men, honestly. But other groups of men aren't checking for Cardi B like that. It's like basically, I feel like dark-skinned black men are the only group of men who really checking for her like that. So that's where she's going, right? Those are the men who are going to uplift her, act like she's the best thing since sliced pizza, right? So that's where she's going. And to an extent, I can't really knock her for that. It's like, go where you are appreciated, right? I can't knock her for, going where she's appreciated, but I can knock her for, having a colorist attitude towards darker skinned people while going to where she's appreciated, dark skinned black men, right? Because it's just like, okay, it's like these women, they'll accept the dark skinned black man, but they won't accept the dark skinned black woman who comes with the dark skinned black man, And I'm not saying that Cardi B is probably like, just totally straight up just anti dark skinned black woman. Cause I'm not sure if she is like that. I heard that she has a dark skinned best friend, right? Like, oh, my best friend is dark skinned, right? But on the flip side, not to say that these women are congruent with these other women that I'm about to mention, because they're not. But like Rashida Strober and Chrissy both say that they have light skinned females as their best friends, right? But it don't stop them from doing what they gotta do, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta set that to the side. And I think with Cardi B, she's doing that, but in like a negative way though, not like in a positive way though, right? And also another thing to notice, like these women often come through the black community to get uplifted, right? They come up from the black community, right? Like Kim Kardashian, for instance, like the black people, like black folks hit on Kim Kardashian first, like we kind of like, oh, the Kardashians, all right, and then the mainstream media sort of, picked up the story and ran with it, right? Like her and Ray J, that was with her and Ray J in the little like amateur sex tape thing. Like that helped Kim Kardashian gained some notoriety, right? Because she was associated with a black man, right? And the black community was like, oh, who was she? Same thing with Amber Rose, right? Kanye West put her on, right? Wiz Khalifa continued it, you know, married her and had a kid with her, you know. Now, 21 Savage is, continuing it and perpetuating it, right? And who else, It's like, and Cardi B, like, look at her. She came through Love and Hip Hop. This is like a black show, right? But she made her way to this black show, right? So it's like we letting folks in our community and they saying found this stuff about us, little slick found things about us here and there, and it's like we can't keep getting got like this, right? We gotta put a stop to this. Like, if you need to be down for black people if you're gonna be coming in the community, especially as like someone who is like, I'll say in Kim Kardashian's case, someone who is not black, right? But I'll say in like maybe Cardi B's case and perhaps Amber Rose, because some people are saying she's black, some people are saying she's not part black. Yeah, right. But for this video, I'll say that she's part black for the time being. I guess she claiming it this week, All right, so, but either way, black or partial black, like, you need to be really anybody who comes in the community, but especially people who are not really like, you don't look like you a part of the community, right? You don't, quite look the same. Like, basically, if you a light-skinned person or a non-black person, you need to be thankful that black people have welcomed you into the community and have accepted you into the community, right? And have even uplifted you in this community and helped you get the little piece of stuff that you got, all right? You need to be thankful for that, And it's to show your gratitude. You could be like helping when it comes to like colorism, right? Women like Cardi B and Amber Rose could really, if they really switched up their mentality, they probably could be really good advocates when it comes to colorism that is, projected against at dark-skinned women. They could be, right? But I think for them, their mentality is like, oh, I don't want to, compromise my own privilege. I don't want to like, give up my own privileges and things like that. And also, they may just not be woke in that way as well, right? But still, you still gonna be held accountable for the fuck shit that you do, right? And no, it's like Amber Rose says some crazy foul shit too. Like Cardi B says some crazy foul shit too, And it's like we letting these folks in the community, right? But they saying messed up things about us, right? Or at least certain segments of us, I guess. But, ultimately I put the blame on like dark-skinned black men. I think dark-skinned black women do play a part in it too, honestly. But dark-skinned black men, as far as like the upliftment, of course, I put the blame on, Amber Rose and Cardi B themselves for having that mentality and perpetuating that stuff. Of course, I'm not going to just be like, oh, they're not to blame. Of course they are. I'm not going to be up there saying that. But basically, those women, they deal with dark-skinned men. They deal with dark-skinned men because they know that they can be uplifted no matter how fucked in, fucked out, fucked over they are, no matter how crazy their body looks, no matter their reputation, a dark-skinned man will save them and uplift them, and to an extent, it's like, well, if you think about it, it's like, well, I guess they're just going where they're appreciated. But the thing is, though, it's like, it's only because this, like, the dark skinned black men are the highest bidder, honestly, are the just the best, the one offering the best deal, honestly, right? Because it's not to say that other groups of men won't deal with those women, but they're not gonna be like, doing it in the same way. It'd be more like a hit and quit it type of thing with maybe some of them dudes, and they'd probably do it on the low and try not to let people find out about it. But a lot of these dark skinned men, oh, take you on the red carpet with me, put you in my music video, right? you know, put you on a magazine cover, and et cetera, right? And I think that plays a big part in why these women kind of are able to say the things that they say, and also they get like protection from saying these things. They can say these things, but also have a level of protection. Honestly, that's not oftentimes allotted to darker skinned women. They get like, it's like these women can have, the Amber Roses and Cardi B's can have like, all these negative things about them, while the dark skinned woman can have like so many positive things about her, right? Like, she's done everything right. She has a good reputation. She's well accomplished. She looks good, but still, like, for some reason, it's just like it ain't good enough when it's a dark skinned woman. Sometimes it's like, oh well, yeah, okay, all right. It's like for some reason it seemed like it's just not good enough, right? While the Cardi B's, the Cardi B's and Amber Roses, they could be just ratchet, bad reputation, not really accomplished at all, done worked in the sex industry, the adult entertainment industry and all that stuff. And it's like, wow, they just getting, just celebrated. They're getting celebrated, while, women like, Lupita or Kelly Rowland, right? They ain't getting celebrated like that. Even though they have good reputations, they look good, they did everything by the book, right? They ain't out here with vaginas hanging out, and still, like, for some reason, it's just not enough, It's just not good enough, And before I go, I want to share something that Lovely T 2002 said in her video, which was something that kind of resonated with me, which was like, she had posted a tweet saying something to the extent of like, when you are a dark-skinned person, you have to work twice as hard not to be seen as a stereotype. And I was like, I guess, yeah. Now, if you really think about it, it is sort of like that, though. Look at what these, like the Cardi B's and Amber Roses are able to get away with. If Kelly Rowland and Lupita had that's like that reputation, that type of reputation, we would be through with them. Honestly, we wouldn't even pay them women any attention. We would just have written them off a long time ago, honestly. But for some reason, when you look a certain way, you're like, you can, like, as messed up as it sounds, like, if you look a certain way, you do get a privilege for it, If they do, like the Amber Roses and Cardi B's, their light skin privilege definitely offers them a level of protection that is not allotted to their dark skinned female counterpart, honestly. And I'll end the video on that note. So thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to comment. I really appreciate the feedback. Thank you very much. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.